It's Miss A, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about my series, Jobs You're Probably Qualified For That You Didn't Even Know Existed. I'm usually focused on cramming as much information into as short amount of time as possible, because I know everyone's attention is short, but I wanted to take a moment to kind of dive a little bit further into the inspiration behind that, so that I can give you some more information that might inspire you to specialize your career. As a real university career advisor, it's probably one of the most common questions or obstacles that we are working on with my students and alumni. And that's, what can I do with this degree? Or how can I use this degree to actually propel my career? And because the population of students and alumni that I work with are usually working adults, so these aren't the ones that are coming straight out of high school that have some time to kind of figure life out a little bit. These are adults that have already maybe put some time towards a career, that have had some experiences within the professional world, and now they're getting that degree or they've gotten that degree, and they're still kind of wondering what to do with it. First, let me just say, before we jump into any degrees these days, let's have a game plan. It can change, the goal can always change, but I would love to prevent people from starting degrees without having an idea of what they're going to do when they get started with it. But whether you have a degree, you're working on a degree, or you have no interest in even getting one, this series really can apply to anybody. The goal is to take your experience from a macro level where you're explaining everything that you've ever done and really zooming in on a micro level so that we can hyper focus on the connecting skills that show that you are qualified for this new role. Let's be honest, if you're not carrying the title, the quick assumption may be that you don't have that experience. But if the next thing that they look at on your resume is every single point that addresses the requirements listed in their job post, do I need to say more? You're probably a shoo-in for the interview then. And the same can be said for those that are 100% qualified for a job. If you're just still not listing what is relevant to your experience to the job, I've seen it time and time again. People with 10 years and more of experience getting bypassed and not even seen by the human that needs to see your resume to want to interview you, which is why I'm always beating that dead horse. Can I say that on TikTok? About tailoring your resume. Because really, the sky's the limit as long as your resume matches the sky. Now, of course, we know jobs are looking for sometimes specific education or certifications, but I'm not talking about that right now. I'm talking about the experience alone compared to the job that you're applying to. So break free of that box that you've put yourself in where you're really stuck at looking at jobs that are the past titles that you've held before, and really consider, what do you excel at and where can those skills be applied and seen as valuable